Think for myself and I won't do what they say. Well, I think for myself and I won't do what they say. Think for myself and I won't.
Here I am, that's right. And it's November 18th, 2021. And here are some of today's trends in the news. All the markets were down around the world. And what they're doing is they're putting restrictions on around the world. And we're going to get into that. So the more restrictions they put on, the deeper the economy is going to go down. And as we all know, that the markets are artificially propped up. And Gregory Mannarino details in your Trends Journal. And again, this new one covers out this week, another brilliant edition, and by our great artist, Mr. Anthony Frieda. It's Meta World, and that's what we're going into. The good, the bad, the ugly, and there's going to be a lot of points to it, so, it's not a one-sided deal. But anyway, this week's magazine is like 146 pages. Oh, how can I read all of it? You don't read all of it. You read what you want. Or you can read all of it. But there's information, we've been right on. Gold was down today. Cryptos are down today. Oil, very important. Oil prices are now floating around Brent crude around $80 a barrel. And they're down from their highs around 87. And you know why? Supply and demand. Demand is going down because they're locking down. No vax, no freedom. So if you knock out 30-40% of a population, it's not good for business. But we'll get into that. UK inflation hits highest, fastest pace since 2011. Oh, great. I thought it was temporary and transitory. So this is going to be one of the first of the big countries to raise interest rates. And when interest rates go up, this thing's going down. The numbers we have in the Trends Journal where we see the number, the breakout point. Go back to 2018 in the United States. Trump put all this pressure on Powell, the low-life piece of scum shit who plays the head of the Federal Reserve. Yeah, and all those bastard bankers doing the dirty deals like that fuck Kaplan over there. Yeah, fuck off Kaplan over there in Texas. Yeah, and Rosengren up here in Massachusetts doing the dirty dealing behind the deal where they know what the Fed is going to say. Yeah, that fucks. It's only transitory. It's only temporary. Yeah. Central banks believe the current spell of price growth won't last. That's from the Wall Street Journal. And again, you see how this article's underlined? All the salient points of the story. That's what we do each week. Going over the news, all the current events forming future trends, breaking it down and give you trend forecasts and trend posts. Europeans, ECB, European Central Bank warns of investor exuberance threat. Yeah. Play in the markets as your PE ratios are at all-time highs, companies losing money, and going through the roof. Yes, the numbers coming in for big corporations are showing profits because they don't have competition. Yeah, it went from stores to chains, drugstores, stationery stores, grocery stores, hardware stores, now to chains. And all we are chained up slaves of Slavelandia. Japan to start $350 billion stimulus. All right? Japan, as we wrote in this week's Trends Journal, their GDP is down. They're in negative territory. That's right. So they're juicing this thing up artificially. And a great number to look here in the article, very important. You know what their debt to GDP ratio is? 266%. You know what China's is? Depending on the numbers you're looking at, almost 300%. It's one big fake game. with all this cheap money, which brings you back to why crypto's going up, why is gold going up? Because people know this is all nothing more than bankster.
Bullshit.
Bankster.
Bullshit.
Bankster.
Absolute bullshit.
You got it. Turkey defies warning and cuts rates. Talking about banksters, Turkey, they just lowered their interest rates again. The Turkish lira this year dropped 30%. Their inflation rate officially is 20%. The unofficial is 40%. They're lowering rates because they want to juice the economy up, because when they raise rates, it goes down. But again, it's a freak show, and you got a freak in your country running the show. And again, as I said, the bigs keep getting bigger. Each week in the Trends Journal, we have bigs getting bigger, and we keep listing them. Here's just a couple that came out in the last 2 days. SoftBank backed Fortress pays $3.5 billion for Japan golf operator. Carlyle Group nears deal for software firm. It's only $2 billion. Spanish lender BBVA offers to buy rest of Garanti in bet on Turkey. This is the bank over there. They're looking at about 2.25 billion euros. Heineken expands exposure in Africa with acquisition. The bigs just keep getting bigger. This is unprecedented in modern history. The noblemen are back. Yeah, like the Bezos with his wife with those things. Yeah, that one. Yeah. The noblemen. That's a curse word, by the way. Royalty, noble, fuck off. Dignitaries. That's profanity. Telling somebody enough of your fucking shit, I'm not going to take it anymore when it's appropriate to say that is not profanity. Little boys and girls that are still in the fucking 3rd grade. So grow up, we're getting fucked. And not the way I like to be. Crypto trader renames Staples Center. The Staples Center, home of LeBaron and James and Los Angeles Lakers, now going to be called Crypto.com. Very important, very important. Again, I was very fortunate to be a speaker at Mark Moss's great event in Miami this past week. I'm a market disruptor. Wonderful people, very intelligent. And I had the honor and the privilege to meet Dr. Joseph Mercola. What a man he is. And this is his book, The Truth About COVID-19, Exposing the Great Reset, Lockdowns, Vaccine Passports, and the New Normal. The only way I disagree with him with the new normal is I call it the new abnormal. But anyway, what a man. Dr. Joseph Mercola and Ronnie Cummins. And the foreword by RFK Jr. Yeah. And Gerald, thanks for the great work you do in telling the truth for so many. I'm honored he gave me this book with that. So get the book. Support the truth. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. And again, if you want your vaccine religious exemption, you go to freedompeacejustice.com. Where very few people are getting. The only ones that aren't getting the vaccine exemption are employers that won't give it to them because they won't give a religious vaccine exemption. Virtually everyone else has gotten them that has put them in. CVS to close about 900 stores over the next 3 years. This just came out. And what they're going to do, the drugstore chain said it will focus more of its efforts on turning stores into healthcare destinations. Going back to Dr. Joseph Mercola, a real doctor. And now these little fucking shitholes, these disgusting cold joints you walk into, again, what do they call it? Turning the drugstore chain. You got it? They're chains and they chained us up. They used to be called drug stores. They weren't chains. And now this is where you go for health? What, are you fucked up? Of course you are. you believe the shit that they throw down your throat, you go there and get what you need. Annual drug overdose deaths top 100,000, setting record. Yep, and I wonder why. Oh, it couldn't be because of the COVID pandemic. Well, let's see. That's what they say. Yeah. We warned about this in the beginning. When people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it. This is disgusting what's happened. It's disgusting that these little arrogant pieces of crap have locked us down and telling us what to do. Freedom's gone unless we fight for it. And I'm fighting for it. And that's why I started the church. Freedom, peace, justice. Universal church. So join. United we stand, divided we fall. And we're fallen. Oh, and what are they ODing on? Oh, the opiates from the fucking drug dealers? Oh, despite ties, again, got to read all this shit. I got to read all this shit. We're giving the subscribers the best that we could give them. Despite ties to drug industry, Caliph picked to lead FDA. President Biden announced that he would nominate Dr. That's a fucking curse word, calling these people doctors. Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, fuck off. You got a job, you're doing this, you're doing that. Take it easy. Doctor. Anyway, doctor, Mr. MD, won't you tell me what's ailing me? And he said, yeah. Yeah, what's ailing me are these fucking bastards and bitches that are fucking with our lives. Anyway, nominate Dr. Robert M. Caliph, a former commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration, to lead the agency. And it goes on that the White House vetted, then dropped several candidates after complaints that some of them were too close to the pharmaceutical industry. You ready? In the end, White House officials might have concluded that they could not find a suitable candidate with no industry ties. So they bring in this guy with industry ties. Got it? And who's the other prick? Oh, yeah, little Scotty Gottlieb, the former FDA head under Trump. Where is he now? Oh, on the board of directors of Pfizer. You got it? It's not a government, it's a crime syndicate. Oregon Middle School closes over safety concerns, student socialization issues from year of virtual learning. They go on to say the shifts in learning methods and isolation caused by COVID-19 closures and quarantines have taken a toll on the well-being of our students, this woman, the head of the thing, wrote. The well-being of the students taking a hit. You got it? Look what's going on. Look what's going on. And how this thing's gone down. Oh, Detroit District moves to virtual learning 3 Fridays in December. I say 4 Fridays in December. 7 Fridays in December. Like that fucking scumbag who's the president. Oh, if you have 100 employees or more, you got to get these vax mandates. How about 97 employees or more? They're making this shit up. We got shitheads making shit up. Got it? There he was. Now, this thing's going down big. Nearly 1/3 of healthcare workers in the U.S. is still not vaccinated. Wonder why? Wonder why? Hey, maybe they're Trump supporters. Let's be stupid about it. Maybe because they see the adverse effects of people all around them getting the jabs and not even this one. Nature is gone. Science is all that counts. Nature or science? No more nature or science. Gone. Only science. TSA screeners, 40% lacking shots. Oh, what is this going to do, by the way, with the job shortages in all these fields? Yep. Europe targets unvaccinated in virus spike. Big article, toilet paper record. European countries step up COVID restrictions as infections rise. Who's dying from it? No, we won't talk about that. In the United States, only 78% of the people that have been hospitalized are obese or type 2 diabetics. Ireland, almost a 90% vaccination rate, double vax. Ireland is to reintroduce COVID-19 restrictions this week, including a return to working from home and midnight curfew for pubs and clubs. I say make it 11:59! Don't make it midnight! I'm your leader! I'm some asshole prick! They're making this shit up! Hey, what happened to fuckface Fauci? Yeah, remember? 70% if the people got the jab, herd immunity. I don't heard that anymore. You got a 90% herd immunity vaccine rate in Ireland, and they're closing the joint down again. It's going to be great for business. Oh, and it enriches the soul as I'm reading to you about all the overdoses, the kids all fucked up. It's great. Calm down, Salenti. Calm down. It's only the end of the human spirit. Why are you getting upset about it? Look at the orders that we're taking from these low-life pieces of scum. Oh, speaking of, demonstrators in the Czech capital flooded social distancing and face masks as they rallied against government incoming curbs. And now, from November 22nd, people who are unvaxxed will not be able to attend any cultural or sporting events or visit restaurant, bars, cinemas, and theaters, says this fucking billionaire scumbag thief who's in charge of the fucking show. Yeah, he's out. He's going his way out. For the Czech Republic, outgoing Prime Minister Andrej Babis bullshit fucking scumbag are not strong enough. The restrictions, he said. Babbitt called the people to get vaccinated, calling those who didn't selfish. The people who don't get vaccinated end up in hospitals or endangering health care of other citizens. Wait a minute. Hey, fuckface, if you're vaccinated, you're supposed to be safe. Remember? 96% efficacy rate. Fuckface Fauci. And Mercola, the criminal, the guy called people criminals who don't believe the Pfizer shit that they're selling. He's the head of it. 96% efficacy rate. You vaxxed, you're safe. No, according to the Israeli Health Ministry, 39%, Salenti. Anyway, it's one country after another. And one after another. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. So, Slovakia government, they're imposing measures to last for at least 3 weeks. Yeah, I say make it 4 weeks. They're making this shit up. Shitheads are making it up. And going on to some other things. California highest court rejects challenge by Monsanto to couple's $86 million award. Oh, GMOs, they're fine for you. Cancer causing, it's okay. All those chemicals, all the preservatives, everything they're putting in our food, the artificial colors and flavors, the preservatives, they're all great for you. They're not going to hurt you. Read your Trends Journal. All the articles are writing about all the plastic poison everywhere, particularly when you go to eat junk food out. It's fine for you. It's COVID that's going to kill you. It's COVID that's going to kill you. So get the shot, get the shot, get the shot. Look what they're doing to us. Look what they're doing to us. Washington urged, just some geopolitical things, to curb ties to Beijing on security worries. If Trump was in, this would be a big story, anti-Trump. And again, I'm no fan of Trump. Biden says the U.S. is considering diplomatic boycott on Beijing Winter Olympics. This is from CNBC today. That was from the Wall Street Journal today. I'm going back to saying this because current events form future trends. Tracking trends and understanding where we are, how we got here, and where we're going. Let's go back to the Russian Olympics back in 2014. We wrote about it in detail. Remember the Black Widow? Woo! Woo! Yeah, the Black Widow. Don't go to those hotels. Oh, they kept selling fear all the time. And you know what they were doing at the same time? Victoria Nuland, Assistant Secretary of State under the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner Barack Obama, Dick Cheney, or I should say penis, I got to be proper because people don't like when I say call him a dick. Not Dick. Who was? No, that wasn't Dick Cheney. It was the other guy. Anyway, oh, she's caught on the phone with the ambassador saying, fuck the EU. They were passing out candy and stuff. Yeah. Fomenting the revolution in Ukraine for the democratically elected guy. As the Winter Olympics are about to begin in Russia, the viewership went way down, way down. And they're doing the same thing now. Black Widow? Oh yeah, the Black Widow showed up everywhere. Don't fly, it might not be safe. They're doing the same thing now. And then finally, water cannon and grenades as tension rise in Belarus and Poland. So you have a migrant crisis going on. They're saying that the cat that's running Belarus is fermenting it. But he's saying they're coming in from all over, from Afghanistan, other countries, going in. Water cannons. Could you imagine if the United States used water cannons to stop the flow of immigrants and refugees coming into the United States? How come they're not condemned? Oh, and those Europeans, now they want to build fences and walls. Yeah. But when Trump wanted to do it, which he never delivered on, oh, it was a criminal crime. But nobody's coming out against this. These are just some of your trends. Just some of them. Whole load of stuff. Again, the Trends Journal, 146 pages. Subscribe to it. Read history before it happens. And united we stand, divided we fall. Again, where cryptos are going, where gold is going, where silver's going. And we're going to be coming out soon with our top trends for 2022. And you're not going to want to miss them. So thank you for tuning in. This is Gerald Salenti, and that's some of today's Trends in the News.